Hello, hello everyone. I'm Venus Callida. Welcome in, welcome in. Msoul. This episode of Riddle Me Din Din is the Everything V edition. Like me, Venus Callida. That's not any waste of time. We're gonna go right to it and we're gonna play round number one. Riddle me this. What vegetable loves spa days and soups? Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 da. All right, riddle number two. I make you cry when you cut me, yet I'm not sad at all. What am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number three. Why did the milk go to school? Dun 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 dun. Riddle number four. I grow underground but don't like the dark. Mashed or fried, I leave a mark. What am I? Dun 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 dun. Riddle number four. And riddle number five. I'm the bird that keeps crossing the road. Who am I? Bark, 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 bark. Riddle number six. The government in India once forbade the common people to make me from the ocean. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number seven. Why did the cow go to outer space? Moo 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 moo. Riddle number eight. I'm kissed by the cow, stirred by the hand. What am I? Din-na-na, 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 din-na. Riddle number nine. I'm poured in swirls, whipped to peaks. What am I? Pew 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 pew. You missed me. All right, all right, all right. Well, Msoul, those are all the riddles for round one. Let's see how many of these foodie riddles you were able to solve. In riddle number one, what vegetable loves spa days and soups? It's leeks. Spa could have a leek. Leeks. We need 4 leeks, using only the white part of the vegetable for this recipe. In riddle number two, I make you cry when you cut me, yet I'm not sad at all. What am I? It's an onion, and we need 1 medium onion for this recipe. In riddle number three, why did the milk go to school? To get better grades. Oh, butter, better butter. Get better grades. We'll need 2 tablespoons unsalted butter for this recipe. Fun fact, I found out that unsalted butter is in some circles called sweet butter. This is the opposite of salty. Riddle number four, I grow underground, but I don't like the dark. Mashed or fried, I leave a mark. What am I? Potatoes. We need 5 medium potatoes for the recipe. Riddle number five, I'm the bird that keeps crossing the road. Who am I? Bark, bark. It's the chicken. Now, listen up, Msoul. We need 4 cups of water, or you could use 4 cups of chicken broth. Though for this recipe, because I know what's coming up in the next round, and you could substitute 4 cups of water or 4 cups of chicken broth with 4 cups of beef broth. I think that would be best for this recipe, but it's up to you. All right. Riddle number 6. The government in India once forbade the common people to make meat from the ocean. What am I? Salt. I will need 1 tablespoon. Riddle number 7. Why did the cow go to outer space? Moo! Because it wanted to see the Milky Way. Lol. In any case, we'll need 2 cups of milk for this recipe right here on Earth. Riddle number 8. I'm kissed by the cow, stirred by the hand. What am I? Medium cream. And we'll need 2 cups. I'm figuring that's like half and half, but you guys can correct me in the comments if you want to. In riddle number 9, I'm poured in swirls, whipped to peaks. What am I? It's 1 cup of heavy cream, the stuff you can make whipped cream out of. Like 100% homogenized? Yes. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? Msoul, this is an original cream vichyssoise glacé recipe, and I've got it right here in my hand. We serve it as the starter or appetizer, if you will. It's this soup right here. It's got some chives broken up on top, like spring onions there. This is vichyssoise. If you've never seen it, this is what it is. Leeks and onions. It's a kind of creamy onion soup sort of thing. And it's really yummy. And it smells great. Now this cream vichyssoise glacé recipe historically cooked at La Ritz by a renowned chef named Louis Diat. Louis Diat. There's only one substitution that I'm going to suggest because I know what we'll be serving next. But here, I'm going to tell you first the classic recipe that made the Ritz a lot of money. All right, to prepare the cream vichyssoise glacé, you're going to finely slice up the white part of the leeks and the onion. And you're going to brown them very lightly in the unsalted butter. Then add in your potatoes, also sliced and finely chopped. Then you're going to add your water and salt, and you're going to boil this up gently for 35 to 40 minutes. You can give it the fork test and see if the fork can poke through easily at 35, or leave it in there for 5 more. Next, you're going to crush and rub through a fine strainer, or whirl this soup in a blender. This is to make sure that everything becomes as creamy as possible and get rid of all the chunky bits. Then you're going to return it to the heat and add in the milk and the medium cream. Now you're going to season this to taste with your favorite salt, pepper to taste of spice as you like. And you're going to bring it to a boil. Once it's hit the boil, you're going to move it and cool it. You're going to rub through a very fine strainer once again to squish down and mash up any of the chunky bits so that it could be nice and silky smooth. Now, then you're going to let this cool down. When the soup is cold, you're going to then add in your heavy cream. Then stir thoroughly and chill it before you serve. I would say at least an hour or overnight. When you serve it, you can put finely chopped chives over the top, just a little drizzle to make it look really fancy. And this recipe feeds 8 hungry friends. Now, we need something to serve alongside the cream vichyssoise glacé, and I picked out just the right thing. It's really decadent, might be a little bit politically incorrect, but it's something that I grew up with, and I do promise you no torrents have been harmed in the making of these recipes. That's a promise our guild made a long time ago in AV on the Horde side. So here we go. Horde friendly, recipe number 2, riddle me this. I am the meat of a baby cow. What am I? Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, moo, moo. Riddle number 2. I am a white powder reaped from a field, ground by a quern. What am I? Do-do-do-do, 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 do-do. Riddle number 3. If you spill me, toss 3 pinches of me over your right shoulder to blind the devil and get rid of the bad luck. What am I? Do 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 pew 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 missed. Need I say more? Riddle number 4. I live in a tower in your kitchen. I'm the dark spice that makes your food taste really witchin'. What am I? Dun 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 dun. Riddle number 5. In the heat of the countryside, where the rolling hills abound, a dairy delight is produced, cherished by young and old all around. What am I? Riddle. Number 6. I am Popeye's girlfriend. Who am I? Riddle number 7. What vegetable sounds royal but grows in soil? Do 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 la 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 la. Riddle number 8. What do you call a cow sitting in the field? Hmm? 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 Riddle number 9. I am a tiny green sprig that makes dinner look fancy. What am I? Riddle number 10. I am strong in flavor, small in size. Add me to dishes for a surprise. What am I? Keeps the vampires off your thighs. Huh. Da-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, Msoul, it's time to reveal this very historical, successful French recipe. Well, to serve alongside the vichyssoise soup. Here it is. In riddle number 1, I asked, I am the meat of a baby cow. What am I? Veal. And you'll need 2 veal cutlets for this recipe, about 4 ounces each. Now, of course, you can substitute this with grilled tofu or chicken cutlets. If you're using chicken cutlets, make sure that the vichyssoise is made with the original chicken broth. If you're using veal cutlets, it would be better to switch and make your vichyssoise with the beef broth. Okay, here we go. In riddle number 2, I am a white powder reaped from a field, ground by a quern. What am I? It's all-purpose flour, and you'll need 2 tablespoons. In riddle number 3, if you spill me, toss 3 pinches of me over your right shoulder to blind the devil and get rid of the bad luck. What am I? Salt. You'll need a half teaspoon salt for this recipe. In riddle number 4, I live in a tower in your kitchen. I'm the dark spice that makes your food taste witchin'. That's so very nice. What am I? Pepper. And we'll need a 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. White or black, your choice. Riddle number 5. In the heart of the countryside where the rolling hills abound, a dairy delight is produced, cherished by young and old all around. What am I? Butter. Better believe it. We'll need 3 tablespoons of butter divided. Riddle number 6. I'm Popeye's girlfriend. Who am I? It's olive oil, and we'll need 1 tablespoonful of olive oil for this recipe. Riddle number 7. What vegetable sounds royal but grows in soil? It's the king mushroom. Any kind of mushroom will do. Button mushrooms, cremini mushrooms would be really good for this. King mushrooms, why not? You'll need a 1/4 pound of fresh mushrooms, thinly sliced, for this second recipe. In riddle number 8, what do you call a cow sitting in the field? Ground beef. Har har. You'll need a 1/3 cup ground beef consomme for this recipe. Riddle number 9. I am a tiny green sprig that makes dinner look fancy. Also chock full of iron, by the way. It's 2 teaspoons of minced fresh parsley. Use a little more if it's dried. In riddle number 10, I'm strong in flavor, small in size. Add me to dishes for a big surprise. What am I? We're talking garlic seasoning or fresh cloves minced. Or you could use garlic powder just a pinch, your choice, whichever you've got available. I, for one, like the fresh minced garlic, but it's all good. So Venus, people may ponder, what does this make? It's veal scallopini. I grew up with it, so for me, it's no biggie. But for you, if you don't want to do veal scallopini, you could do chicken, you could do tofu, or you could take some really big mushrooms and you can cook them up instead to serve alongside the cream vichyssoise glacé. And just to show you over here, my counter here is some of the veal cutlet all finished. Now, a lot of people will serve it with butter noodles on the side, or you could do a nice fresh spring salad. I'd go with an Alfredo sauce, or some people will do a pesto, but I like it either way. And so you've got the vichyssoise, we've got our veal scallopini, and I gotta tell you, of course, how you can make this. Now, it is veal scallopini to serve alongside the cream vichyssoise glacé. If you're vegetarian, you can also choose an alternative, such as tofu scallopini. I did find a recipe for you. It's www.rabbitandwolves.com/vegan tofu scallopini. I'm going to put this information in the episode details so those of you who are vegetarian or vegan can have that option and know that it's there. So I don't want to offend anybody. But it is something that I did grow up with inside my culture, so that's why I'm featuring it, because veal is a V, vichyssoise is a V, and so far we've got France and Italy on our plates. So here's how we make the veal scallopini. You're going to flatten the veal cutlets into 1/8 inch thickness by hammering with a kitchen mallet, like this. It's going to feel so cathartic. Then you're going to... Next, in a shallow dish, you're going to combine the flour, salt, and pepper. Add in the cutlets and turn them over and over to coat them completely on both sides. Then in a skillet, you're going to heat 2 tablespoons of butter and oil over medium heat. Then you're going to add the veal and cook until the juices run clear. This takes only about a minute on each side. Then you're going to remove the cutlets and keep them warm. The fact that this is quick to prepare makes it a tasty hit in the kitchen. Next, add the mushrooms to the skillet. Cook and stir until tender, and this takes 2 to 3 minutes. Spoon this over top of the veal when you're plating it, and then serve. Now, you're going to stir the broth into the skillet. Keep stirring the broth to loosen any brown bits stuck to the skillet. And then you're going to add in your parsley, your garlic, and your remaining butter. Cook and stir until it's slightly thickened for 1 to 2 minutes. And you're going to pour this over top of the veal and the mushrooms. It's 3 layers. So yummy, so tasty, keeps everything moist. Et voila! Ready to serve. Yum, yum! We've got our appetizer. We've got our main. But you know, Msoul, I never leave you hanging. We've always got a third. And today the third is going to be a dessert. Right here in my hand. I'm going to come up quick. It's not what you think. It looks almost simple, but there's something a little more to it. It's not just what you see here. I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain right now. I got some of the ingredients on my countertop. So, oh, I wrote something in a backwards order here. We've reached our third and final round, the dessert round. Yay! And since everything's B, even this dessert has A V name. Yay! All right. I picked out something really lovely, something that I would have been served by my grandparents after a meal such as this. It's really easy on your stomach. Ready or not, here comes round number 3. Riddle me this. What fruit sounds like it's asking a question? Do 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 do. La 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 la. Riddle number 2. I'm a fruit and a color, bright and sweet. You can juice me for a tangy treat. What am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number 3. I grow in bunches, but I'm not a crowd. Turn me into wine and make people proud. What am I? Riddle number 4. I'm a sweet crystalline delight. What tasty thing am I? Riddle number 5. I'm small, sour, and green or yellow. Add me to drinks to make them mellow. What am I? Riddle number 6. I'm harvested by hand once a year from a type of orchid plant. What dark liquid am I? Riddle number 7. My scientific name is Melissa, and my green leaves offer a refreshing antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and essential oil, often used to flavor gum and candy. What am I? Do 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 la 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 la. And now Msoul, we've reached the third and final round, the dessert round. Yay! Now we're going to reveal the answers to these foodie riddles so that we can make this dessert for ourselves and chomp down on it tonight. In the first riddle, what fruit sounds like it's asking a question? Pear. It's one large unpeeled pear, diced for this recipe. Riddle number 2. I'm a fruit and a color, bright and sweet. You can juice me for a tangy treat. What am I? An orange. We've got lots on the counter right here. Love the smell, love the color, love the flavor. We need 2 cups fresh orange sections for this recipe. Riddle number 3. I grow in bunches, but I'm not a crowd. Turn me into wine and make people proud. What am I? Ooh, seeded grapes. We got some. We got some on the back counter right there. Right by my shoulder, there it is. I love grapes. Oh, I miss that my grandfather had an orchard of grapes, and it was lovely to play around, played hide and seek in there, and we ate them all the time. Love grapes. All right, you're gonna need a 1/2 cup seeded grapes for this recipe. In riddle number 4, I'm a sweet crystalline delight. What sweet tasty am I? It's sugar, and you'll need 2 tablespoons for this recipe. Now, of course, if you're not a sugar person, you can substitute. Some people would use maple syrup, some people would use honey, or just leave it just the way it is. It's all good. In riddle number 5, I'm small and sour, and green or yellow. Add me to drinks to make them mellow. What is it? It's a lemon or a lime. Personally, in this recipe, I would use a lemon because it helps keep certain fruits from turning brown. And if fruits are starting to turn, but they're still good to eat, lemon just helps to refresh it. But I also like lime. Sometimes I'll mix lemon and lime together, but in this case, I would most suggest to use the lemon here. Need 1 tablespoon fresh lemon juice for this recipe. Riddle number 6. I'm harvested by hand once a year from a type of orchid plant. What dark liquid am I? It's vanilla extract. I will need 1 teaspoon vanilla extract for this recipe. It will make things smell so heavenly, it just makes a difference. Riddle number 7. My scientific name is Melissa, and my green leaves offer a refreshing, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial essential oil, often used to flavor gum and candy. What am I? Fresh mint leaves. We're going to need the tops of the sprigs of mint leaves if you grow your own. Take it from the top for garnish. So Venus, you might wonder, what does this make? It's a vanilla fresh fruit cup. Yum! To prepare this dessert, you're going to combine all of the ingredients except for the mint leaves. Then you're going to chill them for 2 to 3 hours or overnight. Garnish with mint leaves on top and serve as a dessert. Now, if you want a palate cleanser, you can also serve this as an appetizer. But we've got the vichyssoise today. Vichyssoise, veal scallopini, vanilla fresh fruit cups. And this recipe serves 6 hungry buddies. It's fresh, flavorful, light on the tummy. I just love this dish. It smells great. The vanilla brings out the sweetness in the fruits, so less sugar is needed if you're using the vanilla extract, just to say. You can also top or layer into the bottom a little bit of Greek yogurt or plain yogurt, just to give it a little more creaminess. But it's a pretty decadent dish this evening that we're serving on this menu. Well, Msoul, that's all the time we have for today. I really hope you have time to test out these recipes and let me know in the comments which ones you enjoyed the most out of this dining experience. And let me know any way that you might have personalized these recipes. I always love to know. I ask you to try things my way, but I'm willing to try things your way too. All right? That's all the time we have for today. I'm Venus Callida. Happy dining, Msoul. Thanks for playing Riddle Me Din Din, the Everything V edition. V like me, Venus Callida. I'll see you in our next foodie adventure. Bon appetit! Bye!